break it down, your dose of love, violence and beyond. From the villa to the latest shows, this is the Villa Down Low, where the real story always flows. La, 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 la,
What is up, everybody? It's time for the Villa Download, where we unpack, unhinge, and unapologetically obsess over reality TV.
Yes, welcome back to the Villa Download, the spot where reality TV and real opinions collide. I am Dani, Gossip Girl, also known as Danielle Peterson, of course, and I am ready for the chaos, the shade, and of course, the sparkle, not to be confused with Sparkle Megan from Love is Blind. I don't know if you're watching that, Kimberly, but we can get into that later on too.
I've been peeping it out, of course.
Awesome.
And I'm none other than Kimberly A. Bryant. And tonight we're going to dive straight into all the things Love Island games for the finale, and then Housewives drama, because it's all over the place, and we are going to get into the Osefos of it all. Whew, Lordy. And whatever madness this week threw at us. So, because let's be honest, reality TV, it has been delivering this week.
And Kimberly was delivering right before we hopped on. I forgot that Denise Richards, soon-to-be ex-husband, got arrested this evening.
Wait, are you
after
serious?
Court? Yes. So we're gonna have to get into that too. Like that happened like a couple of hours ago. I tagged you in a comment, but life be busy though. Life be busy though. So yes, exactly. Reality TV and drama has been delivering like no other. And if you thought the Love Island was calm, think again, because we got betrayals, finales, feuds, and maybe a few shocking headlines to unpack as well. So guys, grab your notes, grab your snacks, grab your drinks, and let's get into it.
Oh, I'm ready for it, because it's been a week, hasn't it?
Oh, without a doubt, which is part of the reason why we've also taken a little bit of a pause from our weekly recap. So thank you guys for your patience, because life be lifing.
Exactly. So thank you for putting up with us. But we've been working nonstop behind the scenes, trying to bring you like some major interviews and some big content drops. So keep an eye out. Like Dani and I've been working really hard.
Yes, like our explosive Diddy case breakdown that just dropped this past Monday on the Pop Culture Green Room, where we were joined by, of course, Blair, Aaron, Franz Borchardt, and Andre Dessert as well. Correct me if I'm saying their names wrong at all.
Did
I do okay? Desir, okay. Apologize. I also want to give him kudos. I loved the shirt he was wearing, his like game day like button-up shirt he was wearing. I realized it after the fact. He looked very dapper in that game day shirt. But that conversation got so deep, Kimberly. And guys, if you have
it was pretty great though. But I love the fact that we not only this time around we had, of course, like we said, we started off whenever we did our Diddy series. Franz came on our podcast, and I've butchered his name. He didn't even correct me back then. That was a year ago. So whenever everything first developed, and he even brought up about how he said that some certain things like the racketeering would be hard to prove, and then he was right. What he said like a year later, we circled back, and it was great. And we had Andre in the middle of the like year, about 6 months in for the verdict, and then we circled back and you joined us, and Aaron joined in on a panel, and then we had both attorneys join us, and it was awesome. I mean, stellar. So if y'all haven't checked it, like definitely go check it out. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was a time I felt like there was so much information discussed, but guys, go over to the Pop Culture Green Room if you're not already familiar. Kimberly has a playlist that covers all of those different interviews that she is mentioning, and It's a good time. And as I told you, Kimberly, both those guys are so charismatic. So it's a really good thing that they are lawyers. So kudos to them. And thank you for facilitating that, Kimberly.
Of course, you are so welcome. And coming up this Monday, our exclusive sit down with Pastor Jacob from The Snake. And that was definitely a treat. And this one's layered. It's emotional. It's raw. And so, you definitely want to make sure you subscribe for that one. You don't want to miss it.
Agree. And on the personal side, as I said, life has been lifing. Without a doubt, between work, family, trying to keep up with the shows as well. We've been juggling it all, but somehow we're here. We're in glam. I'm trying to be corny with all my pearls and stuff, but we are ready for the mess. So guys, thank you for your patience. I've been in the process of purchasing a new house, so my brain can only take so much. Yes, and Kimberly and I both work full-time corporate jobs that are very important to us. That are, of course, our number one priority next to family. But this is such a passion of ours that we so enjoy. So just thank you for the momentary pause as we get major milestones situated in life. And Kimberly, it is just, I know we talk about it over chat or over text and stuff, but it is just so crazy, the trajectory of how we got intertwined together. And a lot of these different milestones are happening, whether or not it's family-wise is happening 6 months to a year apart, sadly, or, moving, happening a couple months apart. It's just, it was just so wild.
It's we've been aligned since we met and came together. And it's who'd have ever guessed it's really, when it comes down to it, it was Luann and Sonia that brought us together. From where you went to go.
That is so wild. I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize that. Here I was thinking it was our dads who brought us together, but it was really Luann and Sonia in Crappie Lake. So thank you, Benton, Illinois. Thank you. Awesome. But anyway, guys, all right. If you've been here with us before, you know it wouldn't be the Villa Download without a little audience participation. So tonight we are playing our signature reality TV drinking game, Finale Edition.
Okay, so here's the rules of the game. So you don't even have to be a drinker because I don't drink. Or just have your drink of choice, whatever. So here we go. So here's how it goes. So you take a sip every time someone says connection or chaotic energy. Take a big gulp when a housewife delivers a one-liner that deserves its own merch. And finish your drink if one of us yells, "Be for real."
Yes. And as you saw, I dropped part of the list in the chat, but play along responsibly or with sparkling water if you're classy. I'm going to be a little bit classy tonight because I actually did just come back from the brewery and I had myself a nice hoppy flight. So I'm feeling good. Either way, we want your reactions live, guys. So as we go through the finale, Housewife Madness, reality TV news, if there's a certain reality TV show that you're loving as well, please drop it in the chat. Definitely. We can bring it up, or maybe you'll give us some ideas of shows we can watch this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're new here, welcome to the Villa Download. And so we go live here every week. We're breaking down everything from Love Island to Housewives, the different franchises, and just to get into the wildest corners of reality TV. We get into all of it.
So please do us a favor, hit that like button, make sure that you are subscribed, share the video as well with your reality TV group chat or Facebook groups that you're part of as well. We are building the villa where everyone's invited, so please tell your friends, and there's new rebranding coming soon, so you'll be able to find one single spot for it, because right now it's every which way as we get it situated. So again, thank you for your patience. Yes,
that'll be so much fun. And drop your takes in the chat as well. So because we would love to hear like your predictions, like see who you're rooting for, and what moments that you got you like screaming and throwing things at your TV or your computer, wherever you're watching it. And of course, the comments, like, you know, they fuel our show. So yeah, go ahead and participate. It's fun and games. No judgment.
Definitely no judgment at all. We don't judge. We let you do your thing. But tonight, babes, we finally arrived at the finish line. The Love Island Games Season 2 finale. So after weeks of heartbreak, betrayals, alliances, duels, and power plays, we got to see who walks away with $250K, which is the largest prize in Love Island history. Crazy. Life-changing money, in my opinion. The final 4 couples were Lucinda and Isaiah, Justine and Tyreek, Sydney and Toby, and Johnny and Gabby. But only Isaiah and Lucinda entered the finale already safe, thanks to prior wins. Kimberly, real quick, what did you think of the final 4? Is it the final 4 that you were expecting? Is there anyone you were really hoping should have been in it, should have been out of it? And those watching live or in the replay crew, drop your thoughts in the chat. But what were your thoughts, Kimberly?
So I think with the final 4 couples, I mean, I really didn't put a whole lot of thought into who I would see like at the end. But I mean, it works for like given the competitions and the way everything had played out. To me, it works. I wasn't really too gung-ho about it, but here we are.
Yeah, the only people I really wanted a part of it that I felt like was missing, who totally deserved it and I wish was like in the final through, was Andrea and Josh. I really felt like they should have made it, and they were my favorite. I knew Josh was going to be my favorite. Like, he was the one I was rooting for. Although Isaiah was my favorite red flag. Because who doesn't love a good red flag from now and then?
One, right?
Yes, for sure. So he was my favorite, and Andrea, I didn't know like how I was gonna feel about her, because a lot of us Love Islanders felt a certain way because of how she was on season 6 of Love Island with Snake Rob. So was happy with, you know, who the finale was, but just wish they were in it. But anyways, from there, America's vote determined which of the remaining couples would even make it to the final showdown. Justine and Tyreek, or Cindy and Toby, they were voted through, while Johnny and Gabby were eliminated just before the final duel. How did you feel about them being eliminated? Do you feel like they should have made it to the final 3?
I think they should have at least made it. I think if out of all the couples, I thought that they were the strong. I thought that personally they were the strongest.
Yes.
They didn't.
Yeah, physicality, without a doubt. Like, they were the strongest.
100%.
And then some. They probably were like 2 couples in one with how strong that they were. But man, they just came in like so hot, and like, not hot as in like steamy. Right. Ooh la la. Like, I was acting, you know, when we were on stage, not realizing people were behind stage. Yeah. Kimberly, not in that way, but they were just coming like hot with like their gameplay where I think if they would have dialed it down a notch, I would have felt a little bit different about it. But yeah, they were the strongest, so I do feel a little bit bad for them. But the finale wasn't just about who's the strongest in challenges, because otherwise they would have made it. It's about love, strategy, trust, and how far, each pair could lean on each other with no pressure. So as the finale goes on, you can really tell that the couples that were both strong but had good game and honest gameplay, but also had like a little bit of emotion into it. I feel like they went so much more further. It's kind of like, Kimberly, if you have a boss that you care for and that you know that believes in you, you always want to go over and beyond in what you do because you know that they're going to do the same for you. So I feel like that's the reason why some of these couples were able to go that far.
And it makes sense to me. It works in coordination with the strategy and just trying to make it as far as it can. But yeah, I wish that they would have made it further than they did. So speaking of which, because Lucinda and Isaiah were already guaranteed a spot, the other three couples had to depend on viewers. And America chose to send Justine and Tyreek and Sydney and Toby into the final stage. That meant one of the strongest teams, Johnny and Gabby, would be cut before the ultimate test. That's a heavy blow, especially after their consistent challenge performances. So from 4, we become 3. Lucinda and Isaiah, Justine and Tyreek, and Sydney and Toby. But the path to win would only involve 2 couples. Dun dun dun.
Sorry, I was on mute for a moment. The first phase was dubbed the Mega Duel. Competitors had to complete a challenge called Towers of Trust, which tested puzzle skills, understanding of one another, and composure under pressure. After Sydney and Toby fell short in that duel, they were eliminated, leaving Justine and Tyreek and Lucinda and Isaiah for the final face-off. Isaiah was also now that I'm thinking back to it, Isaiah was also very confused that Cindy made it as far as she did because she was just saying a lot of time, like, I'm here to serve looks, which, yes, girl, go serve those looks. Right. But they needed to hear like she was into it, the game as well, even though I think she totally was. They just didn't felt it as much. But, you know, she made it to the final 4 groups, so kudos to her. But yeah, but it was, yeah, right? It was emotional. Toby, who fell just short despite giving his all, especially with like stirring the pot, causing some shit to go down. Yeah, yep. He was the biggest shit stir. Him and Ace should be besties, no?
Yeah,
right? But Sydney's whose tears we've seen before, but it also set the stage for a true head-to-head battle.
And the ultimate showdown was called the Heist. It required speed, teamwork, strategy, and mental clarity, which to me, that's the hardest part, is the mental part. Because I feel like the physical part, because think about it, the mental toughness, that really pushes you through. So to me, I think this is the hardest part. But anyway, both pairs had to navigate obstacles, make time decisions, and balance risk versus reward. In the end, Lucinda and Isaiah prevailed in a tight, intense duel. They became the champions of Love Island Games, earning the win. How did you feel about that?
I didn't want it to be any of the UK people because I didn't, not because it was like US versus UK. Obviously, I'm like US proud, okay? I just didn't like the gameplay that the UK Islanders were playing. I thought it was a little bit too snaky and not from what I am used to seeing from those players. So I didn't like seeing this like very negative, like backstabby personalities that I was seeing from them, especially from Toby. Like, I was really surprised by Toby. most of all.
Yeah,
But
more for the game than I thought, like, and for the money. I was kind of surprised.
yeah, before I just thought he was like a true nice like English gent or lad, however you want to say it. Isaiah, again, he's my favorite red flag, but he's shown so much growth from his last season. So for that, I love him. I feel like he is one of the male Love Islanders I've seen the most growth from. Although his TikToks are like freaking like, he's starting to give me the ick with his TikToks, but whatever. There could be worse problems in the world. And Lucinda, I just didn't like the game she was playing. She had everyone wrapped around her finger, especially from season 6.
Yeah.
Who was with Nicole Kendall.
If that was her strategy, it worked.
Yeah, it totally did work. And she was also put through the ringer a lot compared to her and Andrea. I feel like were the two that were put through the ringer. So at least she made it far. So, and we also don't know what we don't know because they don't show everything as well. So, I was happy with it.
Definitely. Oh, yeah. And the finale paused, though, because the final twist gave eliminated Islanders power. They voted which finalists got to decide the fate of the prize money, and their vote leaned toward Isaiah.
Yeah. Who would you pick? Who would you pick out of the two of them?
Honestly, probably Isaiah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. But then came the heart-stopping moment. Isaiah had to decide whether to keep the full prize for himself or to split it with Lucinda. But the tension dissolved when Lucinda revealed she had chosen love, meaning that she wasn't fully in it just for money. She was also there for the connection. I mean, she has always come across, especially from the start, as like a true lover girl. And Isaiah, he chose love. He opted to split the $250K, so $125K each, walking away as winners, not by strategy alone, but also as a duo who wanted to stay true to their partnership. It was one of those perfect, finale closes. You have the victory, the vulnerability, the love, and a split check that felt earned. So really happy. I don't know if all those other couples would have split the money, Kimberly. Out of all the couples, which couple do you think would be the least likely to split it?
Oh man, I'd say Chris and oh my God, why am I forgetting her name?
KK.
Yeah, KK. Sorry. Yeah, I think it wouldn't have been split because I think Chris would have taken all of it.
I think KK or not KK. Justine and Tyreek.
Oh, you think? Okay, got it.
Yeah, I don't think Chris would go. Like, I just feel like Chris would get like. Chris got a lot of hate before. Like, I don't know if he would do that again. But anyways, he's gone.
Yeah, which is true. But I feel like he would have still kept rolling with the hate. I think he would have just leaned into it even more.
Yeah, that's true. But how's his basketball career going? Has he gone overseas, Kimberly? Has he gone overseas?
Because Hood's NFL career is going great.
Oh, yeah.
I can't help it.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, boy. So this finale delivered in a way only a season with stakes and complexity could. Some key takeaways. We had some power wins, but only if you balanced with heart. Lucinda and Isaiah were strong in competition and genuine in connection. And the women's roles, they mattered. Justine and Lucinda both held their own, but only Lucinda had the full package in the end. Like I said, I still feel like she had her little strategy going and she stuck with it, and it worked.
Yeah, it did.
Caught me off guard, but it worked. To me, it seemed it did. So, and
you know what? I think real quick, Kimberly, I think the reason why I hated her gameplay so much is because that is the fucking gameplay that I would have done. I just had that epiphany. You know, the reason why some people annoy you so much is because you see aspects of yourself in them. Yes, sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no,
I just had an epiphany, guys. Oh, I need to talk to the therapist about that. No, I'm just joking.
Oh, it's okay, girl. We're gonna get you a little couch and somebody to talk to.
Yes, please. Thank you. Manifest it. Manifest
I know,
it.
right?
This will be our daily manifest today. This one. We have to do it every episode, Kimberly. Manifestation.
Sure, let's do it. Manifest it. Manifest
Yes.
Maybe we'll have a song come out next. So America's vote is deadly. Johnny and Gabby's exit before the final duel shows how much the public's voice can shift the game. And the final decision showed the character choosing love over temptation to take it all, changed the narrative from just a win to a legacy. And Lucinda and Isaiah will be remembered not just as winners, but as winners who chose each other.
Yeah, so they chose each other. And, you know, there was a lot of couples as they ended it, but from what I understand, Kimberly, like no one is really together after the show. And I saw an interview that Andrea did because all of them have been in LA for the last week or two. And they went to Disneyland together as well. But a lot of the drama and like the good part is like happening now. They're like, they should have had the cameras following us now because like this is like the real stuff is really going on, but none of them are really together anymore though.
I kind of had a sense of that. And I think that's part of why I just like kind of almost like, I didn't say like lost of like an investment in it, but it's like I just kind of like but then again, I mean, I should just be like, I should just at least live in a moment and just instead of like fast forwarding to what their future holds and what that's going to look like.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good.
I don't think that there's. From what I understand, like nobody's on bad terms. Like everybody's still very cordial and getting along with each other. It's kind of like one of those respectful things. Like we're adults, we knew what we were getting into. We did go in there like thinking game, but like we also liked each other. We also maybe had some fun ooh la 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 moments together. But we're adults, like. We live far apart. We have to ride this wave and stuff. So I think they're being like really adult about it. So, you know, kudos to them. And it's Love Island games. It wasn't Love Island. So I'm not mad about it. I freaking loved Love Island games. The only thing I'm the most salty about is why the heck didn't Brett go on Love Island in the past because he would have been so perfect for Love Island games. And I know we talked about it before, but now I can't get that out of my head because he would have been so good for Love Island games. Like,
oh my gosh.
He would have been a part of one of the final four couples without a doubt. Final two, probably. Unless there was a game having to do with like luck, then maybe not, you know.
Possibly not.
Yes. But have you heard anything else in the aftermath of the show?
No, I really haven't. Not since it wrapped up, which kind of like surprised me. I just saw like Ace here and there just doing his, you know, teaching his dance classes. I think the one was to Jagged Edge's where the party at. He was doing a choreographed routine, but that's about it.
Oh, I haven't heard that song for a while.
I know, same here.
Oh, Andrea was at a like basketball charity event that Huda was at with Louis, Netflix F-boy, and they got to meet each other. So that was really cute. So in honor of Netflix's F-boy, Louis, and the cute relationship that he honestly seems to have with Huda, I don't want to say that, but like I have to admit it's starting to look cute. But in honor of them, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It's free. It helps us grow, guys. It keeps our fave reality besties on air every week. So thank you, guys. Again, it's free.
It is absolutely free. What harm can it do?
Right?
Not at all. Oh, y'all, okay. We're going to break into some reality TV news. Like one of the moments that I've been waiting for, because number one, this is not on my bingo card, especially this couple and this housewife for sure. All right, let's get into it. So Wendy Osefo was arrested, and we're going to get to the rest of the breakdown. So let's turn to the Real Housewives world, because Wendy Osefo has become the latest housewife to land in headline trouble. The story reads like one of her own dramatic episodes, but it's very real. So y'all, I'm gonna break it down a little bit for you. So arrest and charges. So on October 9th of 2025, Wendy Osefo and her husband, Eddie Osefo. And can I pause here for just a second to say, I kid you not. So a week before, I had literally been talking to one of my girlfriends, Erin, who was on the podcast with us. No lie, she can back it up and she can tell you. I had been obsessing over a Nigerian man, and I just been obsessed over Eddie. Yes, and I was thinking about how like good looking a lot of these men have been that I've been meeting and fighting.
No, did you talk to Babar?
I have not talked to Babar.
Okay. Go on with your story. I'm so sorry. Just had to.
Oh no. Were you thinking that like I fell in love with Babar and I was taking off with him? No.
I don't know.
Things have happened.
I had to check yourself, Kimberly.
No Babar. Yeah, no Babar. Love story here. So of course I'm talking about like how like handsome and good looking I thought he was, and just going on and on this whole kick. And I'm like, I'm gonna find me a Nigerian husband. Then all of a sudden, like the very next day, boom, TMZ headline. Both of them, Wendy and Eddie. I'm like, what? I was like, man, I even had hopes for maybe if they got a divorce that he'd swing over my way. Man, but no, I can't. Are all Nigerian scammers? Like, what the hell? What the hell?
I don't know. When I was doing research to get, our Instagram, like carousel ready, I saw a lot of like the YouTube headliners referring to them as being like the ultimate Nigerian scammers. And then some. I didn't look at the details, but maybe you're onto
something. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so let me get back into a little bit more. So they were arrested, of course, in Maryland on 16 fraud-related charges, and Wendy is facing 7 felony counts among those charges. Authorities say this stems from an April 2024 burglary that they reported at their home while on vacation. And I remember when that happened, when it came out in the news and everything. I think we may have even talked about it on our podcast. I think we brought that up. They claimed a large number of luxury items, jewelry, designer handbags, clothing were stolen, and submitted insurance claims for losses exceeding $400,000.
Yeah, but here's where the things get really messy.
Huh?
Oh, so stupid of them. Investigators allege that many of those stolen items were actually returned to stores or found in their home afterwards. One of the biggest red flags is Wendy was seen wearing her diamond anniversary ring, an item she claimed was stolen, in social media posts after the burglary, and also in her confessionals, or maybe in some of the recordings from the current season 2. What the hell, Wendy? You have 4 degrees, all this other stuff. Oh God, I'd be more scared of her mom than getting arrested, Kimberly.
Right. Oh my gosh. I want to know what her mom's thinking right now.
I know. Let's get an interview with Kim. Manifest it, Kimberly. Anyways, inside the documents and emails further bolster the case. Eddie allegedly asked Wendy in one email whether they could add additional high-value items to enhance their claim. A search of their home reportedly turned up 15 items that match those listed as missing. So the Osefos were booked in Westminster, Maryland, and then released on $50,000 bond each. My goodness.
It's crazy because Eddie's a lawyer, so that really surprised me that.
But is he practicing though, Kimberly? Is he practicing? Nobody ever knows if he has practiced. He is practicing though. No one, I don't think anyone's been able to like corroborate that or prove that.
But if he hasn't been disbarred yet, like you would still one would still think that with his background that he would know better than to leave a paper trail like that if you're trying to get away with a crime. Like there's just that's
why did Jen Shaw do what her like?
Yeah, true.
Wasn't Coach Shaw a lawyer too, or was he just a coach? Am I getting confused?
He was an attorney at one point. Yeah,
right. So like, and I'm sorry, I feel like Coach Shaw,
I think he knew
kind of knew a little bit. It was up. Maybe he didn't know everything. Like, why do you feel like ballsy enough and ignorant enough? And like, why would you do that? That is so stupid. This is what should have been happening to Dorit and PK. Now Wendy and Happy Eddie.
That's a lot of people were saying that. We're making that comment.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, it's so crazy. It's crazy. And then when it comes to PK and Dorit, my opinion, just my honest opinion is I think that PK knew well, actually I would say PK knows a lot more than what
I think we're gonna be aligned on this.
And I think that Dorit knew nothing.
Agreed.
I think that's where a lot of that collision comes in, and that he's just like doesn't get why she's freaking out so badly because he knew it wasn't real and she didn't know it wasn't real. That's my thought on that.
Yeah, and I think also part of the reason why he like pushed her away too. But oh my God, she's gonna get so much better. I can't wait to see a dating Dorit. Like I am so stoked. I'm like, I hope we're able to see that, but who knows? Because we haven't seen a dating Erica either. So we shall see. But anyways, going back to Wendy and Happy Eddie, who definitely smoked that Happy Eddie green stuff from the earth that we all love. At the time of her arrest, Wendy held a position as a distinguished visiting professor of sociology at Wesleyan University, teaching a course titled The Sociology, I had a flight of beer prior to, guys. I'm so sorry. Of reality TV. Shortly after the arrest, Wesleyan confirmed Wendy is no longer employed there. The university says she has resigned. Her rep insists it was voluntary, submitted before the public reports emerge. Critics, of course, like myself, are very skeptical, but optics are, of course, bad either way. A reality star professor, a public intellectual, is now caught up in allegations of fraud. I mean, those listening live, replay, crew, however it is you're listening, drop it in the comment on a scale of 1 to 10. How shocked were you by this news? Craziness.
Like I said, I didn't see it on my bingo card. And a friend of mine, actually my friend Antoine, shout out to Antoine. Hey, if you're listening or watching, he probably is. He sent me a text message too, and he told me, like, we both saw it on TMZ. Thought it was a joke. I had to look at it twice. And then I was like, oh my God. And then when I looked at their mugshots, I was like, they looked like they were on that good. That's my personal opinion. I mean, it did. Both of them looked high as a kite. With like, and that's why I'm like,
that's an understatement.
Yeah, but it, like I said, I didn't see no like in my on my bingo card. And what really shocked me was just the fact that when, hindsight is 2020, but then when you look back at some things that happened and like old interviews, like that interview that Wendy did with, what's his name again? Oh my God, why am I forgetting his name?
Gibson Johns.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
She did
love his interviews, but I really like his interviews.
Yeah, and it's like, it pretty much like it came apparent if you look at her body language, different things going on, and she's telling this whole story. And
yep.
It's like you're lying to all these people. But my number one thought went to my very first thought was it went to the kids.
I know, like, right?
Kids. Yeah, like
even more so. You are a professor. Mm-hmm. You did public TV commentary as well. He is a lawyer. You also have this prospering alleged, weed business as well. And on top of that, you have kids. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense.
Exactly. Like, I just want to know where it went wrong. Like, what happened? Like, what led? It's like, what made this happen? Like, what made this all come about? That's what I want.
Well, it's everyone asking the question: is it because of the Housewives and trying to keep up with that lifestyle? Although, like, Potomac is not that bougie compared to like the other ones. So, do you really have to be living that extravagant, or was that something that you were already doing? Because obviously, like in the case of Jen Shah, she was already doing it. Like, she was already under investigation before becoming a Real Housewife. But maybe you become so blazant that like you feel like you can go on there and do whatever and get away with it.
Definitely.
It's bonkers.
It definitely is. It's so crazy. But I was also hearing that there's been chatter that the part of Maryland, or I guess DC, whatever you want to call it, that they live in, Eddie and Wendy live in, it's like it's not as expensive as that Potomac area, and that people were shocked that they were putting as much money into the renovations for their home into it, because they said that they wouldn't even get the return on it if they were to sell the property. So that they said that people thought that was kind of odd. So that's something else to look at. It's so crazy though. It is wild, but oh my gosh. But reactions and industry fallout. So Andy Cohen, speaking on Radio Andy Sirius XM, said he was sad and surprised by the news, praising Wendy for her contributions and legacy, but also acknowledging he only learned of the charges via news. So like he just learned about it. So everybody was caught off guard, it's insane, But meanwhile, in the Bravo and reality circles, this is being watched like a chess match. The wife swap, of course, the Real Housewives edition premiered that included the feuds. That's been delayed now, so it was supposed to be the first episode.
I was so looking forward to it. I love Wife Swapper, like the nanny show too. Like, I love those type of shows.
Oh, I know. So now my whole thing is I'm wondering what's going to happen, and this is what Antoine and I were talking about the other day. It's like, so if I were that family, I would be so upset because they probably had a viewing party set up, like all these things. We're probably getting excited. Who knows? Maybe they're like, it's gonna be our moment, and then all of a sudden this happens, and it's
the other family.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Right. Sorry, other family.
So I wonder if the episode's going to be pulled because of maybe evidence. That's how I was wondering if that may have something to do with it, or if it will be aired, but just at a later time. Like, I don't know, but I'm going to say it's probably not going to air at all, because look at what happened with the Ultimate Girls Trip episode.
I know, that's the reason why. Yeah, that's the reason why my face got more sad, because I'm like, damn it, another one in the vault of things we will never see.
Exactly. So the only thing I could think of is that maybe Bravo may try to rectify that, and with that family, maybe they may pull another housewife and see if the family wants to do a redo, and maybe kind of like comp that on them for that.
Oh, that would be nice.
I'm just trying. I'm trying to think of you're in your field.
I have to get my triangle going. I got my triangle ready.
Oh my goodness. But yeah, it was like, But like I said, it wasn't on my bingo card. I didn't see this coming, but now I'm wondering. But I'm thinking I'm if I were an executive producer of the show, what I would do.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see how it plays off.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. But I would say some of the key takeaways, besides waiting to hear how some other Bravo celebs come out, besides Ashley Darby, who will always speak out, I'm curious to see, like, in the upcoming months, what others say. But I think everyone needs a moment. But some of the key takeaways are, number one, like, perception versus reality. In reality TV, the narrative controls matters, but when real life discrepancies surface, like the photos, the returned items, internal emails, the facade crumbles. But it also makes watching the season even that much more better.
It does.
Right? It's like Scandival.
That's why we watch reality TV, because
right.
And the problem that we have is that people they self-produce so often, because like reality TV's become such a staple that now it's like really hard to find like people who aren't on here just like really living their lives and just giving us who they are. So it's like it's usually behind, like after the fact when things happen, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, let's pick up cameras, because I heard that cameras got picked up for this.
Yes, they did. And it's also giving me like Scandival a little bit, with the fact that like we get to watch the show and try to pick up on the Easter eggs and everything. So it's like a good water cooler moment. I wish it wasn't at the sake of their kids, and I really don't I don't wish anything bad for like Wendy and Happy Eddie. It was just such a stupid decision, and now they're going to have to face the consequences.
Oh, I know. Like, and that's like serving some real time. So I don't know. That's, oh my God. Like I said, I feel good.
Yes, but the second key takeaway is the legal complications ahead. With 16 charges, including felony, fraud, and conspiracy, this is not likely to be resolved quickly or quietly. I think Ebony K. Williams was on Carlos King's interview as well, and feels like they are definitely going to be made example of, that sometime will be served, but I'll hear others say that they don't think time will be served. So I'm really curious to know what will happen on that. What do you think? Do you think that they will serve any time, Kimberly?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Without a doubt. I think there's too much there. I don't know what their argument will be, like what the defense will be on that. But I was listening to Ebony, I think you just said Ebony K. Williams was on.
Yeah.
But she did make some good points as to like what the argument probably could have been, and she even gave some arguments from her standpoint. She said, "Now, if I were the defense, I would handle it this way, this way, this way." I'm gonna have to give a re-listen, because I wish
Dano, I feel like I think I've only heard clips of it. I think I need to watch the full one. I don't know, a lot went down this week, so it's a little bit foggy, but that would be a good rewatch this weekend.
Oh, absolutely.
Number 3 is the public and career damage. So even if Wendy is eventually exonerated or reaches plea deals, this will definitely stain her public brand, the trust as well, and possibility her reality television standing, or actually, really not so much, because Wendy still likes her. He's still Team Wendy regardless. And I think in his eyes and some other eyes as well, is like, she didn't do a Jen Shaw where she was going after elderly. Like, she wasn't like trying to like physically hurt any. She was just trying to take money from the man, which does eventually go down to the people, like who the insurance company is through, but yeah, she's still going to have a career on Bravo regardless.
Yeah, I'm just besides myself, because I'm thinking about all the housewives who've been in trouble.
So many.
I know.
It was really hard to narrow down in the carousel I posted today. it was hard to pick in the carousel I posted today. There's one that has all the different mug shots. There was like so many other ones I could have picked. It was hard to narrow it down. There are a lot. I need that like big t-shirt or a poster. I will put a poster of that in my new house. Oh my God, that would be perfect in my new office.
Oh, that's a great
a Bravo mugshot poster. Yes.
Piece.
Awesome.
I like
and
it.
then maybe we'll sell it in our future store as well. So be on the lookout. Next is how is Bravo going to handle it? The network will have to decide how to include or exclude this storyline and whether to pull the plug forever or use it as dramatic material. Obviously, they're going to keep her on Real Housewives. Will they show Wife Swap or put it along with Ultimate Girls Trip? To be determined. And then lastly this is a cautionary tale for fame and power. This is a reminder that reality TV fame comes with scrutiny. When public and private lights collide, the receipts always matter. Proof, timeline, receipts. I have often everything.
Oh my gosh, that line goes down the history every time. I'm here.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. And speaking of receipts, oh my gosh.
Yes, that was the perfect tie-in, actually.
I know, right? We have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City Best Cast and Desperate Housewives homage. Oh my gosh. So let's talk Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because Bravo just scored a flex on a real one. I like this one. So Us Weekly recently named Real Housewives of Salt Lake City among its reality stars of the year. And definitely, especially from the Monica Garcia season.
So good. So good.
So good.
I still miss you, Monica.
I know. You're not lying. It's just
good cast. Still a phenomenal cast, but I do still miss her, though.
I know, definitely. Effectively crowning them as one of the top casts in reality TV at the moment. But what really caught my eye and what I know is going to get other people talking tonight, it's the photo shoot that they did for the cover. They recreated the iconic Desperate Housewives shoot from the mid-2000s, which was super cool. Because I knew when I saw the picture, I was like, this looks familiar to me. Like, and then when I looked at it again, I was like, oh, okay, it made sense. I was like, Desperate Housewives, I like it. So they had fashion swimsuits with that classic group pose with a fashion-forward styling. So it was a full homage to Housewives.
I loved it. I've watched that show so many times. I actually fully rewatched it like a year and a half ago. They are. Somebody is bringing it back though. Somebody is bringing it back.
I didn't realize that.
I will look it up while you do your thing.
Got it. So let's see here. So why Us Weekly's title matters? I mean, I think it's important because it's Us Weekly. Everybody, that's one of our number one pop culture guides and where we go to get our information from. So, and I see that's where they hear from the people and they tell us they give the people what they want. And so I feel like that's a very important title. What are your thoughts?
Guess who's bringing it back?
Who?
Are you sitting down? I know you're sitting down. Kerry Washington.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's going to be good. It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. I think this is one of the shows I'm the most excited for.
Oh, that is awesome. Oh my gosh.
Oh, but yeah, I loved the poster. It was really cute. Oh, now there's so many things I want to hang up in my new office.
Oh, there you go.
I got to make note of all of this.
Are you excited to get in your space and put that together?
Oh, I am excited. I mean, mind you, I really love my current space so much.
Right.
I'm going to have a little bit more room in the next one. And it's just nice to rearrange things differently, but it's still going to be like my calm space in my entire house. It's the room I spend the most time with because I work from home. So yeah. Excited, just like you're excited with getting everything situated in your room too.
No, it's like still a work in progress and getting things together, but it's slowly coming together. I
Yes.
can't wait to get this studio all set up though.
Yeah, exciting. Speaking of everything getting together with this cover and them getting this award as well, when a mainstream entertainment magazine gives you reality stars of the years, and I think they pretty much said like the best cast ever, that's not a fluff headline. It is cultural recognition. Like, where the hell are their awards? Why haven't they won an Emmy? I think even John Oliver might have said that himself. So Us Weekly isn't just celebrating drama. They're recognizing that Real Housewives of Salt Lake City has brought intensity, layered stories, faith, crime, identity, relationship, proof, timeline, receipts, everything. And let's be honest, some of the messiest and most compelling, I got goosebumps just like thinking about their messy and compelling moments on Bravo TV right now. Like, the way that they do it is a genuine masterclass. It's also like a little bit campy as well, but they call the show a heady mix of drama, religion, and federal crime. True story. In other words, they see the show as more than glossy fights. Do your thing. It has stakes, and it is it's a mirror of society as well. So for the cast, this kind of spotlight is definitely validation. It says you are not just another Housewives cast. You're the cast people are reading about, debating, dissecting. It elevates them. If you're a viewer or production insider, that status shift changes how seriously storylines get treated moving forward. So again, anyone watching live or in the replay crew, do you feel like this award was deserved to this cast? Is there a different cast that you feel like was more deserving? What is your top housewife cast? I am so curious. They are definitely one of my favorites, followed by, personally, Miami. But now the creative choice to echo Desperate Housewives was definitely very bold. When you create a classic pop culture image, you're claiming legacy. You're saying we belong in the same conversation as housewife dramas of the past. The Vanity Fair, Desperate Housewives shoot is iconic, famous, and already has cultural weight to lean into how large and how amazing this all is. Now, the visual elements also matter as well. So they had matching swimsuits to the other cast, posed in group formations, elegant styling, and it wasn't just about the gag of it all. It was signaling and creating this type of harmony, unity, and presence. Even Mary Cosby, bless you, I can't believe she showed up to play. She opted to wear a dress, though, instead of showing more skin. Totally respect that, citing her moral compass. So that adds a layer of boundaries, identity, and how each woman presents themselves within their own brand. I also like to say, I don't feel like this cast in this photo shoot has ever looked better. They looked absolutely stunning. Also, for fans of Desperate Housewives, this respect to them triggers the nostalgia that we all want, especially in the crazy world that we live in nowadays. I cling to the nostalgia in life, all those little moments. I cherish them. So you instantly connect their drama to the suburban secrets, the facade, the dual lives. I really feel like Us Weekly doing that photo shoot with the Real Housewife of Salt Lake City women was a smart move. So it both flatters and frames in the lineage of female-driven ensemble dramas, which, as we know, Salt Lake City is top class. Also, the recognition, it's a visual statement. It's shifting the narrative. They're not just regional. They are wide stream. I'll be curious to know if there'll be spinoffs that will come ahead. I don't know if anyone watching or listening had ever heard that potentially Heather was supposed to get a spinoff. Kimberly, do you ever remember hearing that Heather Gay was supposed to get a spinoff?
I never heard
Did you ever hear that rumor? No. That her beauty lab was supposed to get a spinoff. Like, they were mentioning that around the same time that Salt Lake City reality show, real estate show came out. They were saying it around that. So it felt like the rumblings were really strong. So I wonder if that wasn't for real, or if so, what?
And this was after COVID?
Yeah, it was after COVID. It was after.
Because wait, did that just start after COVID? Or, I don't even remember.
Yeah, no, it was after COVID. Okay. Yeah, it was after COVID. But yeah, so anyways, that's where we landed on it, babe. So Real Housewives of Salt Lake City just claimed a crown, and they did it with style. They're saying, we're not behind the drama. We are the drama with roots and legacy and flair. And besides that story, Kimberly, what are you thinking about this season?
Let's see. So far, I've actually I like it. Like, but I'm actually getting wowed by watching it. I feel for Bronwyn. Like,
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's sad. Like watching that and her mom, and oh my gosh, it's like everything makes so much more sense. Like getting to know her, right? Mom. And it's like I just want to give her Bronwyn like a big hug. I feel so bad for her. I feel like I also feel like everybody's actually showing up, really.
Everybody's showing up. Everybody's showing up, Kimberly.
Maybe not everybody. Okay. All right. Maybe
almost everybody is. No, I feel like Lisa is, even though she didn't start the season off there. I keep on forgetting Meredith is a part of the show, even though I love her. Mm-hmm. I keep on forgetting she's even a part of the show.
Oh, really?
Like, she's becoming like wallpaper. Like, that you forgot that's there. Like, am I going crazy? I don't know. I feel like she's not bringing. Everybody plays their own part. You know what I mean?
Which is true, but nothing stood out to me though with her, like that she's not bringing anything. But maybe
not yet.
Maybe I'm not paying enough attention. But I feel
except for craving some caviar, but besides that, no. But I the season's early. I also think Meredith Kimberly is one of those individuals that needs sometimes to get re-comfortable in her environment again. And then once she gets going, and she can get activated until she disengages.
Yep, that's great. She gets activated and says, "You can leave."
Yes.
You can leave. But what was the other aspect of the show that I was like, as much of a train wreck that she is, they need to keep Brittany. I think Brittany. I actually like the Brittany and Jared storyline.
Switching for a moment.
I like their storyline actually, to me, because because she's such a train wreck. But I just couldn't get over it. I just wanted to shake her though. Like, it's like Whitney wanted to shake her when she had that conversation with her, because like she literally though puts Jared and puts men before her children. I mean, I know other women like that, but it's just like, ugh. That was That was good though. But I like the episode that was with the sidekick, the most recent one, and they had their
Oh
little readings and
yeah.
everything.
He seemed really good and
Mhm.
really on point as well. Although sometimes you wonder, like, some of the things, like, you could have picked up on TV, other things, totally not. Speaking
Mhm.
of which, I was talking to my husband tonight at dinner, and can you hear me okay? Because I had to
Uh-huh.
switch audio. Okay. While we were at dinner, I was talking tonight because I do have a psychic medium tarot card reader, Natalie, who's also known
Uh-huh.
as Femme Tarot. I've been seeing her
Sweet.
for the
Yeah.
last 2 years. And I'm like, it's crazy. Like, she predicted the move. She predicted something else that might be coming up in April as
Mhm.
well, and like other things that has happened throughout the year. So I personally believe that type of stuff is
Yeah.
legit.
I do
I
too.
don't think all I don't think, Kimberly, all of the shows that have had this type of scenario has been legit.
No, I agree.
But this one felt more legit though. Have you ever done anything like that, Kimberly?
Yeah, a few times. The most
Yeah?
recent, yeah, the most recent reading I had was from Karen Reese. She's a celebrity psychic medium, and I actually heard of her from Dumois because she was
Oh, nice.
on Dumois, and then that's how I started following her, and then I ended up getting a free reading from her. It was like 2 years ago because it was like a year before my dad had died, but it was very interesting. It was fascinating because things that she said, I could see that think that they're starting to happen. And it was crazy
Mhm.
because like she just like had just like met me and I just came on and she just started saying all these things and then boom, boom, boom. It's just like it was wild. Like um the first thing that she told me, she was like, "You're gonna be in the entertainment industry." She said that's where you're gonna thrive. And then one thing she told me about, yeah, she said there was
Wow.
something that I was going to where she saw me doing it. She said was I was going to be doing it in television. And I was like, oh, that's funny because it was something that I toyed about in my head. And at the time I told no one anything about it. So that was fascinating. And she said my grandmother
Wow.
was communicating with me and said that I needed to fix my car. At the time, yeah, my Lexus had a dent in it and I needed to fix it. And I was playing around to fix it. And I was like, okay, that made sense. And that was my one grandmother that passed away. So that was interesting that she, and some other things she said. So yeah, it'll be interesting. She said she said I'll get married. She didn't say anything about kids, so I'm kind of thinking that may not happen, but who knows? We'll see. See
You
after I
don't
have
know, one step at a time, but that's still wild. I have
yeah, for sure.
goosebumps. Oh, well, Kimberly, besides Real Housewives of Salt Lake City or Potomac, which both are totally thriving, and thank goodness Potomac is like back to where it needs to be because I feel like
Uh-huh.
Potomac, like season after season, was like on a good trajectory. But then the last 2 seasons, since Mia really joined, sadly, it was just like
Mhm.
downward. But now
Right.
it's like it's going back up.
Uh-huh.
But besides those two shows, are there any other shows that you're watching right now?
Let's see here. I am currently, what else am I watching? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Mostly like just kind of like I've been binging, but believe it or not, 2020. So Friday nights I just sit there
Oh,
and watch like
really?
yeah, there's 2020 episodes. So I was just been really like big into that because that's kind of like my news updates and everything that I get. And then I've got
Uh,
back onto my Law and Order SVU kick because mainly because of the trend with the dance and the song on TikTok with the like that whole trend just made me start watching the show again. So
that's so funny.
and I love Mariska Hargitay, so how can you not? So it's
Yes.
like I'm a huge fan. And there's a show I'm forgetting the name of it, and I cannot wait for it to come out. Well, Blair and I plan on covering it on the Pop Culture Green Room because it's the show with Kristen Chenoweth's going to be in it, and it's the cheerleading show.
Oh, it looks so good. Well, I only saw posters for it. I didn't see the preview for it, but I love the
Yes, and I forgot the
cast.
name of it, but that's
It's supposed to
like,
be so good.
oh my gosh. And it's
Yes.
something that we can both common ground I actually want to watch. So we're both like excited about that. So yeah, so that's basically it. And of course I
Yay.
wrapped up the McBee family dynasty.
So good, so good. Besides
Mhm.
myself, for some reason, I've been binging Friday Night Lights again. Have you ever watched that show?
I saw like a few episodes here and there, but I never like
Yeah, I don't
completely
know
watched it.
why.
Yeah.
I'm rewatching it. It's like
Fun.
it's just good to rewatch because I can listen to it. I don't have to see it because I've watched it before
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's the fall time, and I love me some sports. Maybe because I'm sad
Mhm.
because I can't watch the Cubs anymore. But on the reality TV side on Peacock, I have been watching, and oh my God, I might be saying it wrong. Oahu Shores.
Oh, that started already?
Yeah, already started.
Okay.
All of the episodes are out. It was
Okay.
really good. I feel like these are individuals who are legitimate friends,
Mhm.
which is so hard to find because
Right.
sometimes, as you know, Kimberly, besides Vanderpump Rules, it's so forced.
Yeah.
This doesn't feel that forced. And they're also like fresh out of water and
Mhm.
everything as well. But it also made me understand Bella dash A, Bella,
Oh, it
from
makes she
last
made more
season of
sense to
Love
you?
Island so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because one of the girls really looks like her as well, but also the way that they talk
Mhm.
too, and the way that they love hard and
Uh-huh.
everything and expect like certain respect. It is a really good binge watch. I highly recommend it as well. And it's just so nice to learn about the culture and the
Mhm.
respect for the land that they have. It
Right.
it makes you just want to calm down and touch grass. Not to sound corny.
Aw.
But Kimberly, going back to McBee Dynasty, what did you think about the sentencing? And I'm going to pull up the details right now because I don't easily have that, but I'm going to pull that up
Right. I think it's so
right
wild
now.
that all of that all that was being unpacked while the show is being filmed, and
Yeah, and they just started it back up.
yeah, it's so crazy to me.
He was sentenced to 2 years in federal prison
Mhm.
yesterday for
Yeah.
his involvement in a multi-million-dollar crop insurance fraud screen scheme. Sorry, it's
Mhm.
late, guys. My mouth is very dry right now. Fraud scheme, and he has to pay just over $4 million back in restitution as well. So, did you think that that was going to happen? Kimberly, like, what was
I
your initial reaction?
actually thought he was gonna get a harsher sentence than that. So I
Mhm.
thought they went a little bit lighter on him than I expected, but we'll see. I'm curious. I'm starting to wonder now though if he's going to even serve that whole sentence.
Yeah, I really want to know where's Franz and Andre. Phone a
I know, right?
friend,
I know. That's how
Kimberly.
I was.
Phone a friend. And like, is he going to be in a cush
Mhm. I
setting
know.
or
I know.
not?
I
That
thought
was so
our
fascinating.
minds we will.
Again, guys, if you haven't watched the
Hmm.
Diddy interview on the
Yeah, it
Pop
was
Culture Green
fire.
Room channel, make sure to check it out this weekend and check out this 3-part series and then some. You
Hmm.
have some good reels and stuff that you did too, Kimberly, on the topic. Make sure to check that out for
It was good.
Kimberly.
Thank you.
How do you think his sons are reacting to it? How do you think Marsha's
Um,
acting to
that is a good question because I
it?
knew that they're like. I mean, oh my gosh, Steven, I'm sure he's the Steve Jr. is probably freaking out because he's got. I mean, his hands are tied and full, and
Yeah.
And then it's
And
like,
where's that money coming from, too?
yeah, exactly, exactly. So, oh, all I see is just a bunch of
Although I
brand
bet you
deals
he has the
coming.
money. Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but before the brand deals is
Mm-hmm.
gonna be all of the BravoCon hookups.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Kimberly, oh my God,
Mhm.
okay. BravoCon's just around the corner, right?
It is.
We need to do a fun BravoCon prediction
Uh-huh. I'll be
episode.
right back.
Okay? Okay. So, guys, start thinking about who do you think Stephen McBee may be hooking up with at BravoCon because you know he's going to be hooking up with someone. And if so, who would be the best Bravo celeb for him to go with? Kind of wish he would be with Olivia, who used to be on Southern Charm, who recently ended her engagement. So that will be interesting. Also recently in the news, not necessarily in the news, but on social media this evening, right before Kimberly and I went live, is that Mauricio, yes, Mauricio of Kyle Richards of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, he was spotted in the background of Andrea from Love Island. Yes, my two favorite universes, Love Island and Real Housewives collide. Marisa was seen in the background of Andrea's and Iris from this past season of regular Love Island's pictures. So he likes hanging out with the Love Islanders. Although I love the universes colliding, um, I don't know. They're old enough to be his daughter. They might be younger than his actual daughter. So is it creepy? Is it not? Curious to know what your opinions are. But anyways, guys, that is going to be your wrap for tonight's Villa download. So from Love Island Games finale to Housewives Chaos, we covered it all and probably started a few baits, hopefully later on for you to think about either in your head or in your group chats or with your favorite reality loving TV friends. Because that's just the way we like it. So don't forget, we have the Pastor Jacob interview dropping on Monday. So that is a part of the series of interviews that we've done with the show, The Snakes. We're really excited for that. It was a very insightful, great, and fun interview. He has a response back to Brett's comments as well. So it's really good. And we'll be back next Wednesday as well for our regular Villa download too, and even more reality TV breakdowns and live reactions. If there's a certain show you want to make sure that Kimberly and I are covering, please leave it in the chat, either live or afterwards. We'd love to hear your thoughts on what you would like for us to cover. So, guys, you have been watching the Villa Download, your weekly obsession with all things reality TV, unfiltered and unapologetic. Take care, everyone.